any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on last year's national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks ready to get this thing started and open the season. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, they found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class that's not littered with a bunch of five-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough, and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down then just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires it. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Quick pass to the left.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Wilson to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. On the run, still looking. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Bring in the heat. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, spin move. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. On the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Will throw. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the tailback. Hard running there. stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. And Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the kid.
The give on the option. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to run for it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Wilson to pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the back standings this week. Check this out. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the map.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Sends it back in motion. with jet sweep pass. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about Kent State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the golden flashes come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. He'll take it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
He's brought down at the 38. And that's near enough for a first down.
The golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the fly motion. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the golden flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
The golden flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll be brought down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Wilson will throw. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. in the golden flashes. We'll try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fires to the big fella.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running to Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Finds some fresh air. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Gonna run it. It's Landry. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Well, listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Rides the back on the option to give. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the touchdown, Kent State. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 10 to Pittsburgh. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Breaks free. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Trying to power it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Finds a little space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the right. Got him in the open. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The golden flashes will hustle to the line. They want to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to throw on third and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll go to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson will throw. Skips away from pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
To the air on second down. The throw. And the timing just a hair off.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Kick is in the air. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. They get a big win here in